Hey guys, Ryan here with the second week of September, September 9th programming. No testing this week, but following week we are going to be doing some testing. So get your Level Method account set up at levelmethod.com with the gym code 3XF. The Open is coming the second week of October. The first workout will be announced Thursday, October 10th. We will do our first intramural workout the following Saturday on the 12th. I'll start getting names for teams set up in the next coming weeks. Uh, Looking forward to this. Ought to be a really fun time. Our second open of the year. And the zombies are coming. More info later. So, Monday, we've got a front squat complex. Or not a complex, it's actually just front squat lift with tempo. For the orange, blue, and purple, you see we've got tempo set up there. That 5-0-XO or 3-0-XO means a 3-second descent or a 5-second descent. So it's taking some time to get you down to the bottom of your squat. The 0 means no pause there, and the X is an explosion up. So we're having a big, powerful drive up, keeping that bar speed going. And then no transition time at the top as you lower yourself down there. So a 3 or 5-second descent with a big, powerful drive up. Or you're just doing sets of 5 or your goblet squats there. We're going to keep the weight kind of conservative here because the workout after this is very leg intensive, but this should get you prepared for that workout following, which has a lot of thrusters and jump ropes in it. So this is a very daunting looking workout. You got to be conservative. You have to have a game plan for those big sets of thrusters off the bat, the 21 thrusters, the 28 thrusters. You're going to break those up, probably at least 3 sets. Your double unders, even if you're proficient at the jump rope, you're going to break those up. Big sets there, 3 or 4 big sets. Probably still breaking them up at the 21 or 18 thrusters, and then going into maybe just 2 sets to finish up your rounds of 15 and staying unbroken on your round of 9 or 6 at the end, and maybe hopefully you're unbroken on your jump ropes just before that. Got to have a plan with this, got to try to stick to it. 15 minutes is doable, but it's kind of hard to say how this is going to go. If you come out of the gate too fast on this, you're going to have to stop somewhere. So be conservative at first and then speed up on this one. Extra credit after a workout like that, you get plenty of time to roll out, and then we'll spend some more time working on double unders. For our CVC workout here, and you'll see as we go forward now that there's going to be more overlap on the same day of movements between CVC and CrossFit. So we're going to try to eliminate where you might do wall balls on Monday and then wall balls on Tuesday if you pick CrossFit one day and CVC the next day. So with that thruster complex, a squat to a push press, we're throwing that into our CVC workout that day. You see that dumbbell complex with the clean squats and push press. So that's going to be 3 cleans, 2 squats, 1 push press, and then keep cycling through that for a minute and a half. The goal here with confidence is always is to maintain good form even as you start to tire, and pace yourself so you can work consistently the entire work interval there. And then on Tuesday, we're getting into a very cardio intensive day and an interval based training day in our CrossFit class that day. So suitcase deadlifts, we're very used to doing this in CVC, so we're gonna do in CrossFit that day with shuttle runs. The difference here with shuttle runs on CrossFit this day is you're gonna end up doing 10 minutes of shuttle runs. So these are not super fast, but you're gonna keep working continuously for 20 minutes. 10 minutes of deadlifts, 10 minutes of shuttle runs, those cores are going to be feeling it, the legs are going to be feeling it that day. And then we're going to burn it out with a finisher of squats and sit-ups. Rolling out after that, like I said, the legs are going to be feeling it, so the glute smash and the pigeon should help alleviate some of that. Looking forward to Wednesday, we'll do muscle up transitions as our skill acceleration because we'll have some muscle up options on our Wednesday workout. Vitality that day. So overlapping intentions, not just movements on this day. So both cardio, both sets of programming, CrossFit and CVC, are going to have a lot of cardio in them. Doing running man instead of running though in the CVC workout, and we've got still single arm suitcase deadlifts there. So the giant plate circles are a chance for you to catch your breath. Everything else, you're going to be moving quite a bit, so you got to approach this conservatively. However, when it comes to the kettlebells here with the sumo deadlift high pull on the 1s and the single arm kettlebell suitcase deadlift on the 2s, there's a chance to go heavy, and I encourage you to go heavy and stick with that same weight even in your sumo deadlift high pulls. You only got to do it 3 times for 35 seconds at a time. So we're going to try to push the weight, the same weight that you're doing for your deadlift, you're going to try to do in your sumo deadlift high pull on those days. And then everybody's favorite, we get some crow practice. Wednesday, CrossFit, we're doing some gymnastics works. We've been working on the same sequence a lot for the pull-up here, either ring rows, strict pull-ups, or 2 weighted pull-ups. But what we're going to do afterwards is after 30 seconds of rest, do strict ring dips on tempo. So if you caught the explanation for the front squats earlier in the week, it's the same concept here, 5-second descent, no rest, 5-second ascent, no rest, and do that for those 3 reps there, and then you get plenty of rest to have quality movement through this entire gymnastics strength portion. For the workout, love this, 50 burpee pull-ups or some variation of that. Pretty aggressive to get this done in under 9 minutes. So it's just about pacing yourself. You don't want to come out too fast and then stand there looking at the bar or looking at the ground. Just think you're going to move methodically for those 50 reps for the next 10 minutes. And if you could do that, do the math on that, you realize once I come down to where I only need to do about 11 reps per minute, I think that's doable, and kind of start there and hold yourself to it. Cooling down the upper body after a workout like that, but our skills acceleration will be kipping pull-ups. Lots of movement. A burpee pull-up or a burpee muscle-up is going to have a big range of motion there. So we're going to mimic that in our HIIT class as well. So big range of motion here with the Renegade Snatch is a movement we've never seen before. It's kind of like a Renegade row, but there's no push-up in that. So you kind of go out to a plank, come up, snatch the dumbbell, and you're going to stay on one side for that, and then go to your reverse lunges. And then the movement, the range of movement for one movement starts to decrease instead of snatching your deadlift, but the range of motion for the other movement starts to increase, and so you get to thrusters by the time we're done with this. This is going to keep the intensity high the entire time, so this is unlike the CrossFit workout that day in that this is not a steady pace. These are 4-minute AMRAPs that you get after. Really work hard in those and then earn that 3 minutes of rest and then get after it again. So this is going to leave plenty of time to do some finisher work as well with this. Thursday, more cardio this week in CrossFit. Another interval, 5 minutes of rowing, 5 minutes of step-ups, 5 minutes of running, and then you're going to repeat that again. So this is a 35-minute workout total, but everybody can do this because you all get to work out your own pace on this. And then we'll work on some upper body strength for our cash out there. Lots of triceps and pushing. Speaking of pushing, we'll also work on our push jerks and split jerks for our skills acceleration. Looking forward to Friday's class. Commitment workout in CVC. So the intention is a little bit different than the CrossFit workout that day, but you're still seeing some overlapping movements. In Fishersville, we'll row, and Stanton will bike. So some cardio there, but a 45-second burst of it. The pillar press is something you saw in the cash out or the extra credit for CrossFit. We're going to make that an intense workout in CVC. Heavy step ups and then some battle ropes to have some fun with. Friday's CrossFit workout starts out with a strength portion that's a little bit different than we're used to seeing. So a 10-minute EMOM, which means on every minute for 10 minutes, you're going to do some type of knees to elbows or toes to bar, and then a clean and jerk. So the clean and jerks with all that work that you're going to be doing and not a whole lot of rest will not get super heavy. But it will be good practice for the workout that's ahead of that. So not super heavy in the workout, but you do have to be proficient in this. So there's so many reps, and there's not a whole lot of time to rest and find ways to break this up, especially once you get from the hang power clean to the front squat to the push press. You want to try to stay unbroken with that. So you got to have good form, and you got to know how to break up those hang power cleans beforehand to keep moving through this to make sure you get your 5 rounds in, which is the goal in this 12 minutes. Extra credit, mobilize the upper body because there's lots of upper body in that workout, and then skills acceleration will be power clean. So our Friday confidence workout, got a new scaling option for ski ergs. So we'll do ski ergs in Stanton. In Fishersville, we're going to do a combination of lat pull downs and squat jumps. So you're still going to get a lot of upper body and lat work, but you're also going to be breathing with those squat jumps. Kettlebell goblet up downs, perfect confidence move. It's all about good good posture and positioning and a full range of movement with the legs if you can do it. Dumbbell man makers, big range of motion there. It's kind of mimicking the CrossFit movement where you had to do a deadlift, a clean, a squat, and a push press. The dumbbell man maker goes all the way from the ground to overhead, just kind of like what you saw in CrossFit that day. And a slam ball burden carry is something that's going to keep the heart rate up a little bit. Lifting. So not a whole lot of pressing this week in CrossFit. Allows us to do some floor press on the weekend on our Saturday lift class. And then we'll just stick with that theme of the upper body with Arnold press and the tricep extensions, and then push-ups, and then we'll kind of switch things up and work on the biceps by supersetting the push-ups with curls that day. And Tabata tuck-ups to blast the core before we go home. Partner workout on Saturday. Running together, and then you're breaking up these wall balls, pull-ups, and burpee box jumps. So you pace the run, and then you really get after it with your partner on the other movements there. So only one person is working at a time to accomplish this, to finish up your reps here, which means you're already going to have some rest there, and then there's some planned rest in the workout. So when you're doing those wall balls, you can push the pace when it's your turn to work, so because you're going to get some rest when it's your partner's turn to work, and then you'll eventually get some rest between rounds as well. So pace the run, work hard on everything else. And then we're going to get some leg mobilization going on there, activation going on there, working those little muscles in our legs we don't always get to work out during the workout for the extra credit. And then finishing our CrossFit, our CVC work this week with a vitality. This is going to actually mimic a lot of what you'll feel in CrossFit. So not just overlapping movements, but overlapping intention between the two programs that day, and a mimic of the movements you'll see. 1 for 2 wall balls, box jumps, burpees, ring rows with the reach. So lots of work going on here between the box jumps, the wall balls, and the burpees. You want to be very conservative when you start this. Pace it so that you're being able to work the entire minute still at the end of this workout. Ring rows with the reach are definitely something that do not go very fast. You're going to increase your intensity by increasing the level of difficulty and keeping the reps down on that. All right. Can't wait to see you guys in class this week. Talk to you later.